Hey, this is Howie D from the Backstreet Boys.
And I'm George, and this is the 24-hour podcast.
T-minus 4, 3, 2, 1. Following is a 24 hours podcast.
The CD is called Believe. This is George.
How you doing?
Howie D. Welcome to Vancouver.
Thank you very much.
What are some of the inspirations and stories behind the music that brought you to this point?
Well, this is an album that really represents my life and what I've gone through. There's a song on there called Hurting Child, which is about my life. And, I've really studied people like Prince, Elvis, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Alicia Keys, even the Backstreet Boys, listening to their music, their message, and why their songs are classics. And so that's something that I tried to do on the album, as well as connecting to the message of my music.
How did you all connect together?
We met actually about a little bit over a year ago. I have a friend of mine in the business named CJ Heyer from Toronto, and he was in the group called 3 Deep, and we've known each other for the past 10 years, just from the whole boy band era and everything. And we kept in touch, and we were trying to, figure how we could somehow or another work together in the future. And he was actually working with George at the time. George was in a band previously before that he was managing, and they decided to go solo. And he just approached me originally about it just to see if I was interested in doing, some writing and putting maybe together some different producers. And little by little, I opened up my black book and just started, bringing in people that I've worked with, as well as, some European connections and, Asian connections. And we just decided, hey, let's work. Maybe this is the right project for us to work on together. I mean, I really felt compelled to his music. I mean, he's a true artist. I listened to it, and it's like he plays piano, guitar, harmonica, sings and dances his butt off. So it was, I really felt like he had a message behind his music as well. And we met up about a year ago in LA, and I just, he seemed like to me like he really had the true package of being an artist. He had a great work ethic, humble guy, and I guess he actually comes from entertainment family. His uncle is Kevin Bacon, and his aunt is Kira Sedgwick. I keep on saying that wrong. Yeah. And so I knew that he was a true entertainer. It's in his blood.
So now, if you're actually connected to Kevin Bacon, we can connect you to anybody in the world then, right?
I guess so.
Let's talk about what kind of advice has Howie given you. I mean, obviously, he's been through the perpetual superstardom and all that. What kind of advice has he given to you as to how do you stay grounded and how do you keep it focused?
With all the stuff that's happening, the idea of celebrity is something that, Howie hasn't let go to his head. So that's something that I don't want to buy into that stuff. You know what I mean? I think it's really important to stay grounded and stay focused to the music. That's the reason why all this is happening. You know what I mean? So
you talked earlier about Michael Jackson. Howie mentioned you can dance your butt off. I understand the Thriller video was
yeah.
Okay.
That was crazy.
What do you like on stage?
I mean, there are two sides. I think that, for this tour that's coming up in the future, for intimate shows, it's just sharing my music and talking to the fans and reaching out to them and sharing my life. And I think it's important. For the club tracks, it's a little different. It's more of like Usher, up on stage, dancing, performing, and just being in the song, And so I think every night is a different night. It's a different show. It's a different side of who I am and as an artist and as a person. So.
Now, Howie, I know that Canada was good to the Backstreet Boys. I think this was the first country or one of the first countries you really broke in. Mm-hmm. Is Canada still a good breeding ground for musicians, new artists?
Oh, I definitely think so. I mean, like I say, that's what we decided to break George here first. Not only the fact that he's Canadian and, it just feels natural here. Mm-hmm. But I think, Canada's always been, open arms to, good pop music, I've always felt. And, the fans here are unbelievable. Still to this day, I mean, this is the first place that we went diamond, in the world, and with our, achievements with record sales and everything.
If we pull this tape out 5 years from now, where's George?
Hopefully I've finished like a world tour, and, hopefully I'm just connecting to the people who appreciate my music, and just learning from Howie, it's really important for me to use this as a stepping stone and to give back. So hopefully that's something that I can do. I really want to, try and help. That's really something that even Michael Jackson did for me. You know what I mean? Like the songs that he came out with was just Heal the World and Childhood and stuff like that. Those are songs that totally connected to me. And so those are the things that I want to do with my career,
24hours.ca